I think the Facebook itself is really working on this live broadcast, but we will finish in the next 5-10 minutes to really get the awesome result towards the end. We're still going to have our brother back later in the future. This is very awesome. We're still going to have our brother back later in the future because it's a very remarkable experience, especially like I said, the enemy the enemy is not the enemy when we have the solution in our hand, because we claim enemy of this, enemy of that. But I want to tell you that we have the solution, and once you have a solution, you talk less about the enemy. That's just the truth. Because once I have a solution to something, I don't want to say the enemy A, the enemy B, you know. But in Africa, everything we look at looks like an enemy somewhere is really fighting us. But I tell you, no enemy that can conquer the power of God. Honestly, no enemy can do that. And I want to appreciate Gloria for Lashade Abraham for a wonderful support and a very wonderful thing. And I want to appreciate the husband too for taking out this time to really be online with us, which is very good. Because if you look at it, we have started around 2, and this is like almost 2 hours or 2 hours we have used in doing this particular thing we are doing right now. And that's awesome. To be sincere with you, that's really awesome. And it's a very glorious thing for us to know that God is not a man that he should lie. He never forgets all our labor of love. And if you look at it, something that looks like, what is this? What am I doing? Does it make sense to me? Does it make sense to somebody? But I want to guarantee you, it makes a lot of sense, a whole lot of sense to everybody, especially those who believe in the vision, that God has given to us. Those are the things. All right. So let's have our brother before we go. He has been sharing his challenges. And it's a very awesome thing in sharing his challenges. And the challenge is so awesome, so many, and so overwhelming. If only you can see those challenges. And let's have our brother before we go now. And Brother John, we want to really appreciate you for not something you are doing. Honestly, it can only be God. Several times you don't need to understand everything, but you need to look at what you're doing and looking at it and also seeing it as the Lord wants you to take over the land for Him. Take over the land for Him in whatever capacity God is giving us, whatever capacity God is giving us to have it running off and all that. To run it, have it. Yes. All right. To just have the last closing now. For now, yes. For now, our brother is here. Let's have the closing one so that we can actually put it. It's like about 2 hours. It's like about 2 hours, and it's wonderful to be sincere with you. It's wonderful to really see. Honestly, it's when you talk like this that you can get a lot of experiences. When you can talk and when you talk like this, you gain some nostalgical effects. You remember some things, something you have forgotten, something you don't lay hands on. Look at so many years of marriage. You can see what they've written there that has to do with the kingdom, and it's our mind, it's our spirit, man. And I must confess, this is not to take glory on anybody. It's glory to God. When he mentioned my name at the time, it was mentioning my name. I was like, wow, well, let me just leave it like that, because the live broadcast, and it's also a class, it's a lesson for somebody later in the future to learn. So you can put on the guest. Just click the guest, please. Brother Femi, just click on the guest. Send a request. Then I will do something about that. Okay. So just put on the test, put on the guest on, then I will accept it here. Because I'm waiting for you to come. Okay, good. So okay, let me accept it here. That's why I didn't want to ask you. Okay, so we are, and that will make us to round it up in a few minutes, so that we can also arrange another time. Surely I know from another time where the angle I'm coming from. It's going to be well done, and it's going to be great. So it's going to be it's going to be very great to really do the mind of God. One of the things are no excuse. All right. So let's have the little challenges before we go, sir. Let's have the little challenges before we go. I thought we have been able to cover the challenges. Have we?
Yeah. I mentioned about 4, 5. Yeah, I've talked about them.
So what?
Finance, appropriate tools, family, effect on the family, leadership.
The personnel, appropriate personnel, leadership, leadership, unexpected discouragements.
Yes.
Okay.
So these are some of the challenges we are having. So far, so good in the ministry. These are some of the...
What's your take home message to people?
I was talking about the Joba. I said the Joba was shot with the cellular camera, also phone.
With phone.
And that day, time was against us, and we needed 2 cameras to make it faster so that people can release people. So if you don't have any knowledge of the phone, it wouldn't have come to help. Today now, that film is blessing souls. If you have neglected that aspect, you can imagine it will take longer time to come out. Those who are to be blessed wouldn't have been blessed. So that is why we need to reckon with this issue of phone. It can always save one's head. When the camera goes off, or you're carrying the camera or the laptop because of their bulkiness, and you are with your phone, you wanted a content to come out so quick on the move. That is when a phone comes in place also. So we need to encourage people to do that. We should be an ambassador in that area to encourage people.
Or it's something that people need to be encouraged to really do it, because I think it's supposed to be also be set out that smartphone filmmaking is a department to us. It's not the only thing we do. You've mentioned it, but I think maybe emphasis should be laid on it. What would have been? Do you see any future in this smartphone thing, or do you think it's just for unserious people?
Well,
unserious people like us.
Well, if you call people that are doing the kingdom work unserious, that language is a definition of where it's coming from. You can't call kingdom people unserious, because kingdom business is serious business. Even if you are using Pambola feature phone to shoot film, it's a serious business. You can have a billion worth of dollars camera, and it may never, you may shoot a wonderful film, beautiful, technically okay, and everything, cinematography perfect. They may not even touch souls the way they ought to touch them. Somebody will come up with just a small Android phone, not even iPhone. We just shoot and edit, and it will bless life, and everyone will reckon with it. I remember one film in short, we went to Port Harcourt. We used this phone that I got spoiled. That was what we used. I can't remember the picture. It's not a standard phone at all. It doesn't have name. The name the name is a strange name, not a common name. Santin. You can see it turned upside down, or the other way around. S-A-N-T-I, Santin.
Santin.
That's something strange. Not all that. We shot with this phone, and to us, it doesn't look nice. We just shot. We just believe that we have tried our best with what we have and all those. We posted it online. Later on, we heard that a man of God went to our YouTube channel, was looking for a film that tallies with the message he's preaching. It was the film that was shot with this so-called something and edited on this so-called something that was used to bless thousands of souls in Europe, not even in Nigeria. If your message through a device that is so discouraged, a device that is labeled as a never do well, if you could touch so, it is like David.
And no name.
Yes, no name, not recognized, not even the popular ones that we know. Not
you know what I saw?
Yes, sir.
You know what I saw right now in the spirit?
Yes, sir.
You know what I saw in the spirit?
Yeah.
At the time, the no name, if it's consistent, become a real name.
Hey.
In the course of time.
That's words.
The person who is non-entity and is consistently doing the right thing, even with the tool. Look at this now. This is journey.
Yeah.
Before this one comes, this is journey. You know, time will not permit us. I think we are going to do it again to encourage people.
Yeah.
This is going to be on my page. It's going to be on my page, maybe because before the end of the week again. It's going to be on my page. And you remember we are going to another school teaching children on Wednesday.
Yeah.
We're going to be going together to teach children on Wednesday how to use smartphone.
Yes, now. That's part of the future we're talking about. The children,
so I think you have answered the question.
Yeah, the children, they will be more familiar with the phone than the camera. If they want to build, if you want to build anything out of them, it is what they are familiar with. From the known to the unknown. What they know, they will easily they'll be teachable when this is what they know, and you are teaching them from that perspective, not from the abstract. And before you know it, you begin to see children shooting films. Instead of doing rubbish online, they begin to upload films messages that the Lord has given them. In our days, when we got born again, none of them were coming on our head. There was nowhere to share it. They don't give us platform in the church. They don't give us platform in the workplaces. They don't give us platform where we can really exhibit all these things. But the children, when they have this, they have platform already, ready-made platform for every person that is above the age of 18. You have a platform already. You have no excuse for not doing the kingdom work. There is no excuse whatsoever for us. So if you say you are a drama minister, you said that DOPs are giving you a hell of a time. You said editors are the one that is causing problem. That they will have answers to give when they get to heaven. You have answer to give for what you have. Some people are carrying Samsung Galaxy S10. They are holding it, that they are still complaining that they don't have the appropriate tool. Whereas somebody is carrying something. A small boy will carry something somewhere.
So your encouragement now will be that people should use whatever is available unto them to move on to greater heights.
Yes, no time to waste now. Don't forget about perfectionism. Yeah, perfectionism. We are still standing for excellence. In fact, our own name is excellence. We are not doing away with excellence. Why we are doing these things? That is why we are doing it technically and excellently. But we are making it to be affordable at the same time. We know our mandate. If your own mandate is to be reaching the high and the mighty, somebody is to reach those who are low and bring up those low people. Bring them up. We don't need to neglect them. We must operate and work at that rate. We should understand. We must know our mandate. It's a matter of mandate. So that's why no person should discourage the other. We understand. If you understand your mandate, also try to understand with other people. This is what God has given to them to bring up other people. So some of us, maybe God is blessing some of us up like that. We begin to, our area of concentration, begin to go to children, go to people that are not cannot afford the standard camera, that cannot afford to even pay for a DOP, they cannot afford to pay a standard editing an editor. Then begin to train them. You can come with a concept of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes online and begin to have idea that you have been carrying for 7 years. I see people showing me a book, a bulky book. She has been writing scripts, writing inside the book for many years. He's been carrying it, and the person is 50 years old now, nothing has come out. Carrying book, writing scripts, writing this, and waiting for that day. The day has come and you never identified them. So I want to
Thank you
encourage us.
so much.
Yes, what you have the tool already. No excuse for not. If you don't know how to go about it, begin to see people that knows about it. Already, it's on the known. A few of us that can explain how to use this phone.